understand. I think that looks fantastic. Thank you so much, Momo, for that incredible run of That's a Cow. Thanks to everyone who has continued to donate. Please stick around. We're going to take a quick break, but we will be right back with you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to thank you.
We love seeing all of the love and support coming in to support the Prevent Cancer Foundation and their causes. Thank you so much to everyone who's been donating. I just want to give everyone a quick update that we are over $6,800 raised toward the upcoming incentive for the Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess Wolf Link body horror cutscene. If we meet that, when we meet that, we will view a cutscene usually intended to be between Midna and Wolf Link as Human Link instead, resulting in a slightly horrifying cutscene. I can't think of a better time to donate for something like that than on Awful Block. So folks, get your donations in, !donate in chat, or check the link at the top of the YouTube chat to be able to get that going. You can use the Twitch charity tool to make that happen as well. And to further that, we've got a $25 donation from Epona, who donates to say, here is to calling Link's horse Cow because animals. That is related to the Epona's name in bid war that is currently open. And there are so many options there. Rarity is currently winning, but we've got Egg Pona in a close second. So folks, make your donations now because you are going to be able to affect that. And that's a win. Thanks to Mage Danvers for the $50 donation that says, what's a cow? Everyone is asking this. We've got a $45 donation from GM Big Kev who says, I want to see a cool cow. Well, my goodness, did we
This
ever
is Admiral
during
Yamina.
that run. What an excellent, excellent run. Thank you to Alien Crustacean for the $50 donation.
Command, we have arrived. Visual confirmation on enemy forces. The Eternity is in dry dock with 8 sentry guns and escort fighters covering the area. Light freighters detected, likely preparing to escape.
This is Row Wing, on station and ready. Standing by for attack orders, Pi 1.
Pilots, target the Eternity's engines. We need that vessel intact. Clear a path and cover the bombers.
Engaging enemy.
$5 donation that came in during that run from
Leo Wing is breaking off to intercept us.
This is utter madness. Radit sends in $10 and says, Mooney, I believe you mean Moolah. And Uncle Graham sends in $100 and says, bovine, more like govine. Sorry.
The Eternity is powering up. They are trying to leave the dry dock.
All pilots, disable the Eternity immediately. Do not let it escape.
Folks, if you're watching on Twitch, you have
The Ujat-class vessels have a design flaw. 2 of their reactors are partially exposed. Targeting these reactors could disable both their engines and turrets simultaneously.
community programming like Breaking Towels, Black in the Flash, and Cockpit, and amongst the rest. Again, use exclamation right time with Awful Block. Can we get some noise from the crowd?
Target acquired.
Thank you also to Walkertons for the $25 donation. It says Awful Block, best block. You know it. Excited to be here with you so that we can raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. I am hearing some very exciting news, which is that our next run is ready to go. This is an incredibly cool and very working game called Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. We're seeing any percent run by Yellow Elevator.
Target
so
acquired.
The floor is yours.
All right. Yellow Elevator. I'm Stephen Ross. We're going to be playing Batman Beyond Return of the Joker on N64. This is like a side-scrolling brawler type of game. Think of like Streets of Rage, but not good. The close reads all the like I said, very well.
The Eternity's turrets are neutralized. This vessel is now defenseless.
Sorry. So, I'll count it down.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
All threats are neutralized. The Eternity is ready for capture.
False start. Sorry.
Acknowledged, Pi. We are updating your mission objectives and deploying Sigma transports to tow the Eternity back to base. Maintain your position.
Damage output, damage per second. Make that make sense. You have an offensive suit too, but the defensive suit for some reason has the highest attack.
Yeah, there's 4 suits to choose from at the start of every level.
Did anyone else just receive that? A strange transmission from the Eternity has come in.
Kills the enemy that faces. Yeah. So that makes perfect sense.
We have detected it as well. It appears to be an encrypted distress signal, likely a call for aid to any remaining Hammer of Light forces in Delta Serpentis.
With like 1 hit. So
Then Sigma had better move quickly. We might not be alone for long.
Pretty broken move. And you want to explain this jumping technique that I'm doing?
Yeah, so you see that he's getting this really far jump.
This is Sigma 1. We have arrived and are moving to dock with the Eternity. Towing operations will commence shortly.
Like Angelo figured out basically if you
Sigma 1, we are assuming escort
activate
formation.
This, stealth move, you get this really far jump, and which is obviously good for.
High Wing, we appreciate your cover.
What I'm doing is I'm like hitting L in midair.
As you wish.
That like really gives me a lot of acceleration.
Heavy
So I'm
fighters are
turning it on
emerging from
midair, then
subspace.
turning it off,
Protect
and
the
then
freighters at all
land, 'cause
costs.
I don't want to be
At least 2 must dock with the Eternity to complete the operation.
Focus on the Seth-class fighter's pilots. Sigma needs time to secure the dock.
I didn't get it.
There can only ever be 2 enemies on the screen at a single time, and the camera locks when there's 2 enemies.
You can't like, you have to just like find everyone on the screen. And you have 2 enemies at a time. Because 3 would be pushing it for this hardware. We got so much room to work with.
This is the first boss.
We're done with there was. The end of Bond's adventure.
Starting to sense in this game that it is pretty easy to do.
Yeah. Alright, so level 1's done. We're gonna unfortunately skip the slideshow. Not worth watching.
The movie, however, is worth watching.
Yeah, movie's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you like wait for highly recommend.
Our hull integrity is compromised. Defend us. Enemy target damage. Request cover.
I would say pretty much not at all. I mean, those slideshows, maybe.
There's some semblance of a plot, but in the movie, he does not fight any of these mutants or robots. Doesn't do any of the stuff we're seeing right now.
Also, I have to just say that this makes the game look like fairly tolerable. Yeah, it makes it look playable. If you play it yourself,
Sigma 3 is in position, adjusting alignment for stable towing. Sigma 2 is locked in, reinforcing structural supports for transit.
it takes
Sigma 1 has docked with the Eternity, securing tow attachment now. The Hammer of Light fighters have damaged our vessel. Hold them back.
Focus your efforts on protecting the remaining vessels. If another is lost, we will be unable to tow the Eternity.
Is this boss here Wolf? Interesting name for a hyena.
Transport has been lost. Pilots
You did nothing!
to do less damage. So
You
in
stand
that last
there!
boss fight, I just got unlucky, and I'm just I should be able to.
All
once
threats
I
are
go,
neutralized.
sometimes
The
it
Eternity
says
is ready
left
for
at 9
capture.
health, and there's nothing you can do about it.
In this level here, it starts you out in stealth mode. I mentioned
Acknowledged,
in the
Pi.
beginning that
We are
stealth
updating your mission
advantage is
objectives
only
and deploying
for
Sigma
this
transports
one.
to
It's
tow
really
the
strange.
Eternity back to
So we're able
base.
to sneak past
Maintain your
most of the
position.
enemy encounters here,
Yeah,
so
they
this
don't do
stage has the least
anything.
amount of fighting.
But only in this stage. Otherwise,
Yeah, it doesn't
it's
work
completely
anywhere
useless.
else. Stealth button, literally useless every other level.
Yeah.
You can't sneak past
Did anyone else
anybody
just
else.
receive that?
Here's
A
another
strange
RNG
transmission
moment.
from the Eternity has come in.
A coin here to see whether we can one cycle.
So this boss Ghoul.
We have
can do a
detected it
melee
as well.
attack or a
It appears to be an
teleport attack.
encrypted distress
Alright,
signal,
good luck.
likely
Here
a
we
call
go.
for aid to any remaining Hammer of
Instead
Light
like,
forces
trying
in
to
Delta
bash me
Serpentis.
in the head, decide to
Then Sigma had better move quickly. We might not be alone for
He's
long.
carrying.
Rearming procedure complete.
What is happening?
It's
Well, he
it's
probably
full
has
of
bombs.
it's full of nuclear.
This is Sigma 1. We have arrived and are moving to dock with the Eternity. Towing operations will commence shortly.
Sigma 1, we are assuming escort formation.
Please. Hopefully it's coming out soon. Oh. Okay, so here.
Pi Wing, we appreciate your cover.
Which is one of the other two, other of 3 suits that you get to skip Sen's Fortress here.
Yeah, this is Dark Souls.
Heavy fighters are emerging from subspace. Protect the freighters at all costs. At least 2 must dock with the Eternity to complete the operation.
Focus on the Seth-class fighter's pilots. Sigma needs time to secure the dock.
You can just
Jump back into the
continue back into place. It's the one bone the game throws at you.
Also, if you were hoping for. So the last. There's a door roulette at the end of the game here, and depending on whatever.
Check your ass targeting sensors. Check your ass targeting sensors. You bring glory to this battle.
You can be on world record pace and just pick the wrong door.
At least we eliminated door.
Adjusting alignment for stable towing. Sigma 2 is locked in, reinforcing structural supports for transit.
Except for people who say
Sigma 1 has docked with the Eternity, securing tow attachment now.
Chucko in here. Just gonna wait for the to go down. There's really nothing in this game, as you can see. It's just moving forward, to the right.
such a great the show is actually a movie that
A worthy display of skill.
It's, you can see the last level is just all enemy spam. Just waves and waves of enemies.
The area is secure for now.
some of their hits. When they come out of hit stun, they'll get a hit on you, but you're
Yeah,
blocking.
they'll try. Defensive suit also gives me the option of
Sigma, report your status. How soon can you begin towing the Eternity?
Acknowledge. Stand by to rearm.
Command, we are still working on securing the attachment. The Eternity's armor has been reinforced by Hammer of Light rebels, and the plating is too thick for us to secure it quickly. We need more time.
Sorry I couldn't be there with you guys. As you both know, my mother died of pancreatic cancer within the last year, and it means so much to me that not only are you at GDQ, but are supporting such a wonderful cause. Kick butt, beat up the baddies, and leave a trail of tears.
The HLC Nahet entered the area, accompanied by enemy bombers. She is closing in, and its forward heavy turret will tear the Eternity apart if she gets into range. High Wing, take out that turret immediately.
We estimate that we require an additional 3 minutes to calculate the coordinated jump vector. Keep the Hammer of Light off us.
Counter of enemies. I'm gonna skip everybody else. Alright, so, and we're actually gonna skip the last group by, like, hugging the door.
Target acquired.
And if you're able to touch the door, you can go through it without triggering that last group there. Got it. Yeah, they're in the corner. Trying to pull up.
So this is a boss fight.
Yeah, this actually you need serious time. Alright, we're good.
What a boss. Wow. Right at the end of the game, too.
Alright, and this is the last room. We're done.
So there's Tim Drake, also known as Robin, on the floor. For reasons explained in the movie, he turns into Why did he turn into He skipped this last show.
Alright, so what's the strategy?
Taking damage. Request cover.
The Eternity has been successfully captured. Your precision and discipline have upheld the highest standards of the Imperial Guard. Command required this vessel intact, and you have managed to bring her safely back to base. Initial examinations of the Eternity indicate that this vessel has been heavily enhanced with Shivan technology. Most notably, its advanced communication systems appear to be based on Shivan designs. Our analysts are already examining the ship's systems to determine the full scope of these modifications and their implications. For now, get some rest, pilots. Command is finalizing preparations for an upcoming operation in which the Eternity will play a pivotal role.
Gooper is a cabbage. Told you, Gooper of light. Is Gooper Siva. Spear of the Ascendant. Yes! No, Gooper. Okay, the sandstone gray. I want the second part that Sankos ago sorted with water and the Emperor Sapaki got the signs of guardians and the star sensors for generations of people make remains of this land. To ask the star for third-person observation on this garden, the ancestor will bestowed upon me. Title of people sequence. A function of privilege, honor, and a border to carry. Today I feel a weight of it on my shoulders. And I become a journey, and this sense of the cult of day. Sympathy called the stars, but this day the ground beneath me is gray. The spy of the airplane, let's point to the star on the run. At the day of the Martinez, he did the Saturday, it's happened to be behind his majesty. This time the source when he came in the morning, so good what was his to the best of our abilities. Yet there is no signs of God as a serious arms. Nothing is gathered, yes, righteousness. Defenders that destroys in the share, five of our kind. We will rebuild the cities of nation, our honor and our good. His ministry is the villager. Every day, the sense of this guy makes Gantibus speaks of hope of friendship with Niniwa. He sees a great government government with terror kindness, the path to reclaiming our greatness. The prince believed that the strike entities is a lesser and our victory is a strength. Our wisdom and our princess may manifest, but the ground beneath us is gray. It's hard to compliment to me if I walk on non-descends of asses and let them the house the void above me, the searing noise of the heart of the glorious civilization is a luxury.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to Awesome Games Done Quick 2026. We are live in Pittsburgh, PA. Just want to give you folks a few updates about some stuff we've got going on. If you haven't checked out the prizes on the Games Done Quick website, you can go to gamesdonequick.com/prizes and look at all of the incredible things that we have got going for you, donated from our community. Thank you so much to everyone who makes those prizes possible. It is such a cool feature of the event that we get to share with you. We also are so excited to have our Artist Alley on site in Pittsburgh. We're very, very pumped at all of the art that's available. You can go out and purchase a thing and take it home and have a tangible souvenir besides your badge from Awesome Games Done Quick. So we encourage you to check out the Artist Alley. We've got a full new set of vendors than we had from earlier in the week. You are absolutely going to find something you want to take home.
Born from the UK and France. And yet they serve the purpose in grand scenes. The generations we are looking back over the features of all.
Folks, you know what time it is. We have just opened the Save or Kill the Animals incentive bid war for Super Metroid. So now is the time. You know how it works. I know how it works. Make sure that when you're donating, you apply your donation to those incentives to make sure that you get what you want to see out of the marathon.
Welcome on this grand.
And don't forget the other ongoing bid wars that we've got going on for The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, including naming Epona, who, if everything goes as it's scheduled right now, will be named Cow. You can also name Link. Currently in the lead is Spance. We've got a Woo right behind that. There's a lot of egg-based names, if you'd believe it. Something about eggs this marathon.
And for shifting. Can you define the shape of the rudder? You can take the shape and form, but you will always manage. What always means shapeless. It's an iron. It's a fluid or it's an ice. It's shaped and it's remains. Essential with depth, round, free wisdom, in play. It's not the best in the stock opener of this sentiment. Our enemy sends hands to home. For this area, unable to see it, your local mission in the future and a home.
Welcome back, everyone, to Awesome Games Done Quick 2026. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a note, we have opened the infamous Save or Kill the Animals bid war for Super Metroid, one of our upcoming runs, so make sure you donate and apply it towards that incentive. But in the meantime, I'm so excited to kick off Nest Block with you. We've got our upcoming run of Splatterhouse Wampaku Graffiti, any percent run by the Retro Runner. So TRR, when you are ready, take it away.
Hey, what's going on, GDQ? I'm the Retro Runner, speedrun retro video games. Let's get some hype for the Nest Block. Let's go! Woo! Yeah, that's what I like to hear. We're gonna play a game called Splatterhouse Wampaku Graffiti, which I believe loosely translates at least to Splatterhouse Naughty Graffiti, because this is kind of like a kid's take on the Splatterhouse series. Chibi, I think, is the official terminology. It only came out in Japan for the Famicom. I would dare to call it a hidden gem, even in this age of omniscient internet that we live in. Quick shout outs. This is my buddy Yells Rake. He's lost his marbles. Superior NES runner. He's going to help me commentate this very silly but really smooth speedrun, actually. I also want to shout out two buddies, PJH Guitar Guy, who couldn't make it.
We have just received new orders directly from the Imperial Palace. As the Allied offensive against the Shivans continues, the Imperial Guard has been tasked with retrieving an asset of paramount importance from Ross 128 before either the GTA or the PvE reaches the system.
The first intro cutscene. But without further ado,
under normal circumstances, the Ascendant and her crew would be deployed to Ross 128. However, due to the classified nature of the asset, the Security Directorate has deemed it imperative to avoid drawing GTI attention. According to Directorate assessments, the asset we are to retrieve is of paramount importance, and under no circumstances can it fall into GTI hands. Moreover, any Vasudan task force entering Ross 128 would almost certainly attract immediate GTI scrutiny. Furthermore, deploying independently of the Bastion and Pinnacle strike groups risks undermining the fragile trust between our species. In the wake of the 14-year war, straining Vasudan-Terran relations is unacceptable. To preserve operational secrecy, the Eternity and her escorting pilots, disguised as Hammer of Light forces, will be deployed instead. This cover will allow us to bypass Allied oversight under the guise of reinforcing the Shivans' last stronghold.
So that's more time?
One more.
Oh,
the Delta Serpentis Ross 128 jump node is currently guarded by the PVD Pinnacle and two Terran cruisers, the GTC Tarentum and GTC Corrales. These ships are tasked with preventing a Shivan counteroffensive from Ross 128. The Eternity, an aging Ujjat-class carrier, cannot confront this blockade directly. Therefore, the Security Directorate has approved a plan to mount a diversion.
We're looking for a pattern that Dracula...
A second group of captured Hammer of Light vessels, now crewed by Imperial Guard personnel, will launch an attack on the Delta Serpentis Beta Aquili jump node. This strike is designed to draw the Pinnacle away from the Ross 128 jump node, weakening the blockade. Once the Pinnacle is in transit, Pi Wing will jump in and disarm the remaining Terran cruisers before the Eternity arrives. Row Wing will provide fighter cover. You will have approximately 150 seconds to neutralize their main batteries.
Like an allergic reaction on his hand.
When the Eternity arrives at the jump node vicinity, your priority will shift to ensuring her safe passage to Ross 128. The diversion forces will remain active at Beta Aquili node and keep you updated on their status.
That's for my community.
Because you are operating under Hammer of Light identities, you are prohibited from using official Imperial Guard equipment, such as the new class fighter. Choose your loadouts carefully.
and that's the only real way to save time here. They're kind of just going to.
For security reasons, we will not brief you on the objectives beyond Ross 128 at this time. Once the Eternity enters the system, you will receive further command briefings. Make no mistake, pilots. We are flying straight into a hornet's nest. The Shivan presence in Ross 128 remains formidable. That alone speaks to the significance of our mission. We must recover the asset before the PvE or GTA can begin their own counteroffensive. Prepare yourselves. We trust you will return victorious with the prize in hand.
As the saying goes, always put baby in the corner.
We're going to skip the title cards because they waste time, but that title card is great. It says, "Be garbage of cesspool." This is a pretty cool climb right here, pretty smooth.
This game has some really neat platforming.
It really does. I can't say it enough, the controls are super smooth. This room has literal headless chickens, and these knives that come at you, your goal is to try to get both of them at the same time. They will do different things pretty much every time you boot up the game, but that's the fastest way to do it. You want to kind of like get them in one swing, which we're not really doing here, but that's it.
And the concept of like knives or other cutlery and whatnot flying through the air at you, that is a common thing that happens in all of the Splatterhouse games, right? So that's just like a very common enemy type.
Yeah, it's a reference to the other Splatterhouse games. You'll see that a lot throughout the game. You want to pre-jump before the floor gives way there, because if you don't, it'll pop you up, which is kind of a nasty time loss, especially like it doesn't matter if you just want to beat the game, but if you're gunning for a record in this game, which is worth noting, the world record for this game is incredibly tight. You can't afford that time loss. Shout out to my buddy Stormcrow 56K.
Stormy! Botmas crew represent. But yeah, so again, another example here. These enemies jumping out of the muck, we'll call it. Absolutely, they are like directly the same enemy sprite that they use in other Splatterhouse games as well, pretty much.
Yeah, you can take low route or a top route here. Top route is definitively faster, but let's see if it pays off. Let's see if we get good mouse RNG. Nice.
Very nice. And it catches on fire for some reason.
It's my favorite boost in the game, mouse boost. Ready? Pew!
Pew.
I love this climb.
This is a very Chippendale climb right there.
Yeah, it's actually kind of difficult to optimize. All right, there's this really cool mechanic in this stage. There are these trash cans you see. If we hold up, as we land on one, you'll get a shotgun every single time. Conversely, if you hold down, you'll get candy, which plunges.
Moving on station. Calculating jump coordinates to the Beta Aquilate jump node.
Crazy. It's like the whole screen. Oh, we fell down. So we got
Form up on my wing. Prepare for assault after the jump.
Please, thank you. Yeah, it's like the whole screen. Which you would think, like, why not get the shot?
My sense of honor stirs when I look upon those hammer of light bombers. No Vasudin of clear mind and pure heart would design such a craft, let alone fly it.
A lot of times it's slower to get.
There is no shame in using even abominable designs when we serve the Emperor's will. We commit necessary atrocities so others do not have to.
What kind of troubled mind fuses Vasudin and Shivan technology? Designing a bomber is no trivial endeavor.
I believe the heretics deceived even some of our greatest craftsmen, or perhaps broke the will of SAR's designers in Altair. Even the brightest minds are not immune to the lies of the Black Omen.
Such has always been the mind's frailty, brother. The void is littered with false promises of glory disguised as faith. What sets us apart is this: we do not believe, we obey.
Diversion forces confirm readiness.
At least that we know of.
This is PVC IF. We are deactivating IFF spoofing. Do not engage us.
Like, why don't you kill them?
IFF spoofing module is now offline.
I was just gonna ask, TR, why aren't you killing them?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All systems are prepared. Awaiting strike confirmation, Ascendant.
Doesn't kill them, so I don't know. I kind of try to just like, channel the speed.
Diversion forces, you are clear to proceed. May the golden sun of Vasuda guide your path.
Initiating jump sequence now.
High and row wings, you are cleared to jump to the Ross 128 jump node.
Jump drives are ready. Awaiting your mark, Pi 1.
Breach, we have time for another donation or two.
Proceed with the mission. May the glory of the Empire prevail, pilots.
Got some legally distinct donations over here. We've got a $25 donation from Chuckles who says, sorry, I'm
The PVD Pinnacle is jumping out. Diversion worked and the jump node is partially exposed.
High Wing, you are to neutralize the heavy turrets on the GTC Tarentum and GTC Corrales. You have 150 seconds before the Eternity arrives.
Acknowledged, Command. We are moving to engage the blockade.
Legitimately puzzling and creepy stuff like this guy in the background.
It brings me some peace that it is not our kin we face here. Fighting our brothers who serve the same cause feels misaligned with our true mission.
He's gonna summon these like neon elephants.
It is hard to believe the orders to assault this node came from the Imperial Court itself. The Emperor would not endorse needless bloodshed.
This is not the time for doubt. We have our orders. Close in and execute the objective.
The second phase of this boss, which we don't want.
Also, this is where you can tell for sure this is a family and not like a Nintendo. All these imagery, but
Enemy target is behind you.
One of the Tarentum's heavy turrets has been neutralized. Proceeding to the next.
Check your aft targeting sensors.
This is the diversion group. The PVD Pinnacle is entering the Beta Aquilate node vicinity. Moo Wing, concentrate fire on her forward turrets. We need her distracted, not destroyed. Keep your strikes precise.
Tarentum is disarmed. Progress.
You can see the recoil on the shotgun.
This is the Eternity. We have arrived and are proceeding toward the Ross 128 jump node.
All fighter wings provide cover for the Eternity. Ensure a clear path to the node.
Understood. Forming up around the Eternity. We'll keep her safe. The Corrales is now disarmed. The path is clearing.
Excellent work, pilots. All main turrets have been neutralized. Enemy bombers are warping in. Delta and Epsilon wings have jumped in and are targeting the Eternity. Intercept immediately.
Affirmative. Engaging enemy bombers.
You have another, like, boss, kind of creepy boss. Super creepy.
Enemy presence detected.
It's random every time. You just gotta play zone defense and get him before he disappears again. And, you know, suffer the time loss of him appearing and the boss strategy. The boss strategy.
detected.
Shout outs to Stormy and his neighbors as well.
Support request acknowledged.
You don't want to jump that tight this late in a run, but it is smoke.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Absolutely.
Some super tight platform. It might not look that way, but to get over these
As you wish.
is actually pretty.
Also, like, keeping in mind, like people have seen like that knockback, right? You know, knockback when you take damage. To cleanly get through the without taking an unintentional hit in the direction you don't want to go.
We're really low on health, so I'm gonna try.
For the honor of Vasuda.
I can actually let a bucket hit you on the head, and it's kind of like armor.
Diversion fighters and bombers, break off your attack on the pinnacle. The PVN still requires her operational.
Affirmative, Hasfa. Disengaging from the pinnacle now.
All units, switch to evasive maneuvers. We just need to buy the Eternity a few more minutes.
That was so close. Game over. Oh, I forgot that it says game over, but we still got it.
The Corrales has been neutralized. New hostile signature detected. Zeta Wing has entered the area. Seek and destroy before they reach the Eternity.
Becomes active. I think the fighting game community calls that a meaty, but shout-outs to meaty. Shout-outs to meaty.
Elrock, is that right? Thank you. Elrock has confirmed that that is the correct terminology. Thank you, Elrock, for being here.
Thanks, shout-outs to the homie L-Rock. This is our final climb. I said it's our final climb to the last stage of the boss. Not much to note here. Grab this slicing market fancy man. Definitely don't want to fall down these gaps because you'll fall.
Multiple hostiles are warping in from Ross 128. The Shivans are inbound.
Confirmed. It seems the Shivans still possess the strength for a counteroffensive. Neutralize the bombers and disable the Chort's main turret before it can threaten the Eternity.
This is the Eternity. Our hull is compromised. We require immediate assistance.
Shall we proceed? We have just drove away the entire jump node blockade.
The Tarentum is destroyed. Well done, pilot.
This operation was supposed to be a descent into the Serpent's Den road. We all knew what awaits us in Ross 128. Warning, hull integrity has fallen below 40%. We will not survive without fighter support.
There's also an extra stage earlier that is like a legally distinct mummy stage in Egypt that we're not doing. So
You gotta say that because, you know.
Our survival hangs by a thread. We will not make it unless the enemy is repelled immediately.
We're like really running this joke into the ground, but I don't care.
we're gonna bury this joke, okay? We're gonna do it.
More Jeff Goldblum.
Shout out. No, he's not.
The Eternity has been destroyed. The mission is aborted. Return to base immediately.
The Eternity has been destroyed, despite your efforts to ensure her safe passage. While such a loss might be understandable under intense enemy pressure for standard PVN forces, far more is expected of the Imperial Guard.
Grab some soda. All right, photosensitivity to the max warning. This is like the photosensitivity warning of the event. I really apologize for this. This is the last boss of the game. I want to say, you hit him, he disappears, he reappears, you hit him, you do this 18 times.